It's live.
Okay. Then is there an option that says view on YouTube?
View on YouTube. Where is that supposed to be?
At the top right.
The option is you're live.
Like when you click on the destination, does it say view on YouTube?
You can view on YouTube.
Okay. So let me try find you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're live.
We're live.
Yep, we're live.
Yay, we made it. Okay, now we can share this link.
Yes, now we can start.
That's exciting. Oh my gosh, it's really live. That's so exciting.
We did it.
We did it. Okay. And then later we could, okay. That's so exciting. Yay. Let me go ahead and share it really quickly. So now I'll update the Instagrams for the last time. Oh, girl. Hey, Cecilia. Hey, girl. Ça va?
Oh,
my. Comment ça va? Ah la la, it's good to feel strength from you guys.
Private chat comments. Yay! Oh, everyone join the chat.
Yes. Girl, it's been a long time coming. It's good. It's perfect. I'm so excited. So we'll get started. We shall get started.
Yes, let's get started. Okay. You know what we start with?
Yeah, girl, we've been. So, welcome everyone to Diaspora Spotlight, a new episode of our first ever live stream, actually. Yes, we did it. We're with Ashley Makuwa, also known as ASM Movies, also known as artist, singer, actress, writer, filmmaker, creative, everything and more.
I try.
Yes. And we're gonna have just an honest conversation, a real conversation. And first I wanted to start with her favorite song right now. You won't guess what it is. Let me just play it for you. Is it this one? No, this is another one. It's right here.
What can I say?
It's beautiful. She has eclectic taste. That's what I'm saying. Yes, and we love that, right? So, we met years ago in Boston, and during this interview, we'll get into it. But I just want to, put in a little context as to why I wanted to have you on. The show it's all about celebrating innovation, celebrating our different communities, celebrating impact across the global diaspora, right? And I feel like you're someone whose creativity refuses to fit into any box. You're also one of the most intentional storytellers that I know. So that all those things gathered together make it a perfect interview to have a talk, like a real talk.
Oh.
So yeah, we'll have different
Don't cry.
No cry. Celebrate.
Happy tears.
For anyone in the chat, you can drop your flag. Mettez votre drapeau. Where you're coming from, where you're watching from. Go ahead and drop it in the chat. And for you, Ashley, I know that, so we can start with the first segment, which is about community and also identity. You can tell us a bit about yourself for those who don't know you. But so you were born and raised in Zimbabwe. Can you tell us maybe something from your childhood in Zimbabwe, like a moment that really shaped your understanding of who you are and what it means to be a part of the African diaspora?
Wow. That's a good question.
Yeah.
A moment from my childhood that shaped who I am. I don't know if it necessarily like shaped who I am, but I feel like all throughout my life, there's been hints of who I am today, like scattered all around. So like who I am is not anything surprising necessarily. So like a couple of memories that stand out to me that aren't like necessarily uniquely Zimbabwean, but they're definitely seeds of my personality, seeds of what my personality grew into. When I was, I don't know, I was really, really young, like around the age of like 5 and below, maybe 6 or 7, something like that.
Yeah.
But there was this movie called Bratz Super Babies that I got on DVD when my family and I took a trip to South Africa. And it was like, I was obsessed with the Bratz dolls at the time. I've been obsessed with superheroes since I think I could walk.
Yeah.
And this was just the perfect combination of everything that I loved as a child. And all of my siblings, my sisters, my brother, they all got so annoyed with me because I would watch the movie all the way to the end and immediately like rewind it to watch it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. I think the most I watched it in one day was like 10 times. Like I could not stop watching that movie.
One day. How long was the movie? An hour at least?
It's a kids movie. It's probably like an hour. And oh my, I found it on YouTube like in my, what was it, our freshman year or something like that. I found it for free on YouTube and I watched it all.
Oh my gosh, you were obsessed. Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
Dedicated.
So that's just like a memory that always sticks out is my, my obsessive tendencies that both have their,
they're
good, the good and the bad. It has both of them, but that was something very early. And I think also something that was like unique about my childhood that I think is something as well that has fed into who I am now is I played a lot outside when I was a kid because we live in Zimbabwe. We have like a really nice yard and the weather is nice all year round. So playing outside with my brother, like going on bike rides, on walks, like climbing trees, being very like in nature was all something that was like a huge part of my childhood. And I think now I know I'm not we'll say an American city girl because I haven't really been to very many other cities, but like, you know, growing up in such a place that's very full of nature and like space and just, so that's something that I have truly held on to in my heart and till now. Yeah.
I love that. I feel like a city girl, but I appreciate and also admire the girls who were in nature, who enjoyed like climbing trees. Like I would do that when I was at my cousin's, but I'll go back to like if I was in Paris, I would go back to my, little very suburban or actually very urban, no nature type. And I would enjoy that, being inside and not having bugs around and that. But now that I'm growing up, I'm maturing.
You're maturing. You're maturing into a lover of nature.
Exactly. You get your energy from there.
Oh.
What part of that that little Ashley do you feel like is still in you today?
What part isn't? Like, I think like that's something that I think I've been like very like I didn't know that it was a unique experience to be like very in touch with your inner child, but I think now I'm realizing that a lot of people aren't very connected to their younger selves. And like, of course, I've gone through times where I feel like so disconnected from little Ashley, and that feels the worst. But I think that like love of nature, that love of like superheroes, storytelling, that love of like performance, and that, well, tendency to rewatch things. I think I still, I think those are all still very like key parts of my personality. So
I love that.
yeah.
And I want to talk more about Zimbabwe and also like the US, the whole. So growing up in Zimbabwe, then you moved to the US like more full time for college, and now you're back home. What does home feel like to you now after leaving, growing, and then returning?
I think, wow. Home has always like felt like I'm a big homebody, and so home has always felt like a safe place to me. And when I was in the US and university, it was like a really like I just had like a really tough time with it. Being like so far away from everything that I had known. And it was like a really interesting experience because like my mom is American. I've been to America like several times before. I have an American family. So I wasn't expecting to have as difficult of a time as I did, but it just was such a culture shock that, and I didn't really anticipate that.
Yeah.
So what home feels like now is very interesting because I've been home since graduating for 2 years now, 2 full years. This is now the 3rd year.
Yeah.
And I think like when I first graduated, I was so happy to be home and be in a place that I felt safer and like just that I understood, just like I felt a stronger sense of belonging. And I still like very much have that feeling, but I think now I'm in a place where I'm like, there are so many things that I want to do that I'm trying to do that aren't necessarily taking, there's just not enough like room for me to grow here, like professionally speaking, especially because I want to do, you know, more like performing arts stuff, filmmaking stuff. And it's still like a very small industry. And I kind of want to be able to spread my wings a little bit wider and then be able to like come back and help develop that industry because it's home and I've always wanted to like come back home and like settle and, you know, live my life. But in order to do that, I have to be able to leave and, you know, spread my wings a little bit more. So that's kind of, I hope that answered your question. I don't know. You tell me.
Yes, no, it's your answer, and it's really all about authenticity. And we have people in the chat. Hi, everybody in the chat. We love you too. And we, you can drop a fire. Go ahead and drop a fire to support and say, Ashley, that answer was fire. I think that home is a place that you can grow in, and it's also a place sometimes that you have to leave to be able to appreciate even more and find new things, you know. So that makes me like think what's something that maybe you didn't appreciate about Zimbabwe until you lived in the US, and then we'll do the reverse.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Or did you were it's already the best. The US didn't teach you anything new.
Yeah, truly. I'm like a ride or die Zimbabe. Truly. Like I think that was something that I was like really grateful to experience was when like before I went to college, like I didn't really want to leave. And that was also during COVID. And I was like one of the few very fortunate people who had like not a bad time during COVID. Like my introverted, semi-antisocial self was like, let's go, rock on. I'm gonna stay in the house. And you know, and I was in like a really like privileged position being in Zimbabwe for starters, because it was so different to a lot of what was happening in like New York, for example, because I had a sister who was in New York and it was just such a vastly different experience. So I think that time after I graduated high school, before I went to university, was a time when I really like realized a lot of my appreciation for home. And so I wasn't very keen on going to college when I went. So everything that I already appreciated being home was just like further emphasized when I left, and I always wanted to come back.
Ooh. You know, I want to know more about coming back home, because that was also a topic of my thesis. Like when I like dove into it, interviewed people in the diaspora who lived in the US and Europe, thank you, and who came back. Who came back years later, or even to different countries. People from the Nigerian diaspora who now live in Ghana, or people from West Africa who now live in Kenya, like, or people from the Caribbean diaspora who now live in other parts of Africa. And so it's so beautiful to see how we define home for ourselves, and how we have that longing in us that's like not explained by anything, that we can read in a textbook, I feel.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Right? So, okay, I want to know more, but first we'll do a quick round of quick fire questions. Quick. So these are fun, energetic questions. You just say the first thing that comes to mind, no thinking, no nothing, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Do you prefer, this is which one, mac and cheese or salsa?
Mac and cheese. Sorry.
No, I know that's your favorite. Who is a creative that you'd love to collaborate with?
Ooh, like anyone in the world?
Mm-hmm. Quick fire, you got this. The first one that comes to mind.
Okay, the first person that came to mind was Tassie Lightfoot. I've kind of like done a collaboration with her before, but she's also Zimbabwean. She was like born and raised here. She moved to the UK to pursue like professional dancing, acting, singing, and now she's back like doing like social media stuff as well. So I would love to like work with her like more, because she's delightful. And yeah.
Woo! I love that.
I had an audition with her yesterday, Thursday.
You're gonna see her Thursday?
I had an audition with her on, like, she hosted an audition on Thursday. So yeah, I would love to work with her more.
We put it out there, Tessie, if you're watching. We're supporting Ashley. You could, in the chat, you could put some hearts and send that love. And I have another question. OMG.
Yes, I'm ready.
The most Zimbabwean thing about you that maybe like your American friends say, or something that you realized?
Where do I begin? What is the most Zimbabwean thing about me? Besides my passport, let's think. I think sometimes like the slang that I use and the words of emphasis that are used here versus in the US, like
you said yo.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and I think I used to like use a lot more, like even my accent, like I noticed it's changed so much since like going to school in the US versus when I was like going to school here. Like it's way more like Americanized. And so I think, I would say like the slang that I use and like language intricacies and details and stuff like that, I would say is probably pretty Zimbabwean. And
what's the most American
what else?
thing about you?
What's the most American thing about me? My accent. I don't know. What is like an American thing?
There's a few. Some people say Americans are loud. Some people say, I don't know. Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Then I would say I'm loud.
You're
I got that one. Yeah.
And what's a film that made you say, I want to do this? Filmmaking.
Okay. A film that made me want to do filmmaking. I don't know if there's necessarily a film that's made me want to like be behind the scenes filmmaking. Like that's just something that I grew up with. Like my sisters and I used to make like little home movies when we were kids. But a film that I watched and was like, this is like what I want to do. Like the one that's clearest in my memory is The Greatest Showman, actually. Because I love musicals. Like I'm a musical theater girl and I love to sing and dance and act. And I think that movie, it just like when I saw it, I was just so moved. And I thought that the choreography was beautiful and the songs were beautiful and the way that they put on the whole show and combined like effectively like staged musical theater with filmmaking was just something that was so, I just loved it. Like fully, again, I was obsessed. I watched it like 5 times in theaters. So that's paying to sit in those nice seats to watch it like in the space of a week. You know what I mean? So that was dedication.
Yeah.
And then a bunch more times like after the fact. And I listened to the soundtrack. Like, so the soundtrack was 40 minutes long. And so I would listen to it from the moment I would wake up to the moment I got to school. That would be the entire soundtrack. And I would listen to it like every morning. So yeah, I just found that movie to be like really incredibly moving to see. Yeah, just people doing everything that I wanted to be doing in life. And it really like inspired me. I cried so many times watching that movie because it just moved me so much. Like, yeah.
It's so good. I love that movie. I need to know what your favorite song is, though. Like number 1, if you had to choose.
Oh, okay. Let me think. They're all great, but I think I really like The Greatest Show, like the first one. It just, or From Now On, those two, the bookend songs, I also really love because like, oh, and then there's Come Alive also. That's a good one too. You're making like, this is like Sophie's Choice, Seynedhee. What's going on? How can you make me choose?
I would say Rewrite the Stars.
That's also a great one.
There's a lot of good ones, but yeah. Ooh, wait, you want to give us a little bit? Please sing louder. Sing louder. People want to hear you.
If they want in the comments, if the comments say yes, we want to hear you sing, then I'll sing. But
okay, people, put it in the comments. Spam the chat. We'll be back in a second. But we can move on to the second segment because I want to talk about the innovative parts of you and not only your YouTube but your art, all the things. So your YouTube channel is really a powerful space. It's part portfolio, part diary, part creative lab. What inspired you to start it?
I've had my YouTube channel for years and years and years, but I really I want to say committed to it / started putting it into more action in 2025, end of 2024, beginning of 2025. And what triggered that was actually I was feeling very creatively unfulfilled and creatively stifled at the job that I was at. So I just needed a place where I could create the things that to create the things that I loved creating in the style that I loved creating in, because I had an old marketing job. And that's very social media heavy, advertising, buy this thing, da 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 da. And I'm I think there's a time and place for that, but it wasn't very storytelling forward, which is something that's really important to me. And so I just wanted to be able to grow my portfolio so that I could move into something more filmmaking, storytelling centric, as well as just have a creative outlet, because being creative is an essential to my well-being. Brushing my teeth, taking a shower, all of this, I need to being creative is like the same level of necessity for me.
Necessity. Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. So it came from a necessity, and also, after having maybe one opportunity stop, it allowed you to just pour into what really is your passion and what is your calling, I think, too.
Yeah.
Just, yeah. I want to do a quick chat check because I see a yes, sing. So the chat wants to hear you sing. And we know it's like brushing your teeth. Like, this is natural. And it's just the two of us and a few other people, right? So,
okay, but if we're doing Rewrite the Stars, it's a duet, so you have to sing it with me.
Oh, wait a second. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait. Which part am I doing? I need to do
We'll
like.
do. Do you like Zendaya's or Zac Efron's part better?
I think I'm gonna need to go lower.
Okay. Okay, wait. I have to pick up. Okay, now we have to pick up the lyrics. I know the lyrics. I'm just nervous.
No, we're not nervous. Okay, we have to pick up the lyrics and we have to start at the same time. So I'll put it in the background. Chat, we've heard you. We're gonna sing. Get ready. Wait, but should we do this? Oh my gosh.
We can't. We've committed now. The chat said so. So now we have to. You sing also, so please let's be confident.
Yes, we're confident. I was a part of the gospel choir, but that's the thing. It's a choir. I know that. All right. So you put it in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear it?
I know you want me. Okay. So don't keep saying our hands are tied. You claim it's not in the cards, and fate is pulling you miles away and out of reach from me. Heart, so who can stop me if I decide that you're my destiny? Your turn.
Rewrite the stars, sit at the radio, rewrite. Nothing can keep us apart, and you'll be the one I was meant to find. It's up to you, and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. So why don't we rewrite the stars? Maybe the world could be ours tonight. We did it! Oh my God. Wait, I love this. It's a great karaoke song. I think the chat liked it. Yay, thank you, chat.
Do you remember when we did karaoke for your birthday that one year?
I remember. It was so fun.
It was so fun.
We should do like online karaoke.
I'd be down.
Okay, we'll plan that.
Next episode.
And then everybody can come on and sing and do the lyrics with us. Oh my gosh.
Exactly. Sorry, my lighting is going a little crazy.
It's the beautiful sun. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. Wait, I need to take a picture. Let me take a picture. Go ahead, do that same pose in the sun, basking in the continent sun. Oh man, I'm over here. The gray clouds. I'm receiving it.
Receive the sunlight.
Receiving it. Everybody receive the sunlight. Go ahead, put some suns in the chat.
Suns in the chat, people. Suns in the chat.
So I know you're juggling, acting and singing and writing and filmmaking, but also dancing. How do you create routines that really keep you grounded? I'm sure nature's a part of it, right?
Keeping me grounded. Yeah. That is a very good question. Well, I think something that really helped me this year was my sister is like in consulting, and she's a very organized individual, and she just helped me create like a schedule that I was able to stick to, that gave me enough flexibility and like structure that I could kind of toe the line in between. But things that help me keep me grounded and like not losing my mind every day. I think exercise is one of them. Like movement is something that's really important to me because I was like an athlete for most of my life. So that's still something that's very important to my well-being. And what else is like very grounding? Like nature, of course. I play with my dog a lot, my little Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Is he going to make a little cameo?
Oh, I mean, he might.
We'll
see. He might be barking at the other dogs right now. And then, yeah, I spend time with my boyfriend, and yeah, just like chilling, just like making. Shout out Steven, indeed. Shout out Steven. Yeah, like just trying to set aside time for self-care of like, okay, this is for this hour of the day, I'm going to go exercise. I'm doing it for me, like release some endorphins. I'm going to chill out, and then spending time with people who I care about. And Cinnamon is also included in that, people who I care about. So yeah.
I love that. And spending time with people you care about, and still being productive. How do you juggle productivity and creativity? Like, I'm sure I don't really know, but I'm sure the algorithm and people's expectations of you plus consistency maybe clash with creativity and just taking time for yourself. How do you do it?
I think my problem was never like being creative. I think like I haven't experienced, I mean, like I've experienced like writer's block and things like that, but what has like hindered me in the past is consistency and like the consistency and the more like businessy side of things. So with like the new like schedule that my sister helped me develop, I think that's really helped me be more creative because, you know, I think art, like if you want to be an artist as like a profession and any kind of artist, you have to make creativity your job. And so the more discipline that you have with that, the stronger that creativity muscle gets. So with like the new structure that I'm working on, I think it's helped me be more creative in a shorter amount of time. And I think that has really helped me. But the one thing that still sort of gets me is like YouTube like views and algorithms and like growth and that sort of stuff. I think I want to see more results sooner than I'm seeing them. And so it just makes it hard to keep going when you're not seeing the results that you want to see. But, you know, when I feel like really down about if like, I remember it was a couple days ago, I was like not complaining, but I was just like in my feels about like my subscriber count on my YouTube channel. I was like, I've posted 4 videos this year and I haven't gained a single subscriber. What is going on? And so it was just like really, yeah, it just made me feel a little bit down. But then I talked to my sister, I talked to Steven, and just like, you know, people who support me who are just like, you just need to keep going. Like the stuff will come. It will come. Just keep doing what you're doing, you know? And so sometimes it's helpful to have other people around you remind you to just, you know, you can't do anything alone. And I think that support system is something that really helps with balance on days when maybe I don't feel as confident or like strong in my creative abilities or my videos or anything like that. It's always nice to have people around you who can remind you of, you know, the good things that you're doing.
Yeah, that support system is key. And thank you for everyone in the chat and on live for supporting us also. We're taking this time to say, go ahead and support ASM Movies. Tell us a little bit more about your channel. You said 4 videos. What do you create? What type of videos do you make? What can we expect?
Okay, so this was something again that I established at the beginning of the year. So I make videos all about the like creative exploits that I'm interested in, mainly filmmaking, acting, screenwriting, and under acting falls like singing and dancing. And yeah, so I make kind of more like educational style videos of like tips and things that I've learned, screenwriting videos. Oh, I'm blushing. Screenwriting videos. What else do I make? Like vlogs just about my experience like creating, and I make like short films as well. And I make vlogs just about like my life of what it's like being a creative in Zimbabwe specifically, because that's where I am. And it looks different. Like it looks really different to, let's say, somebody who's pursuing the same things that I am in the US or in Europe or somewhere else around the world. So yeah, that's kind of the videos that I make. And my aim is to you know what? Let me just read my mission statement for you, because I think it's better that I give you the exact words rather than.
And well, we find the mission statement. Everybody in the chat, hello, welcome. Can you drop maybe like a comment, a heart, or what's your creative language? Do you prefer writing, filming, dancing, cooking, designing? Put it in the chat, whatever, right? It appeals to you.
Great question. Okay, so mission statement. Oh, yes. Sorry, did I interrupt you?
No, go ahead. Mission statement.
To guide and inspire pre-professional creatives by sharing my endeavors so they have another pathway from which to find answers to the questions that I had when pursuing this journey.
Wow. We love it. Wait, okay, I have two questions. Yes. One, because you mentioned the difference of being a creative in Zimbabwe. What's the biggest maybe challenge, and then what's the biggest opportunity?
Ooh, girl, with these questions, man, let's go. I think, interestingly enough, I think the biggest challenge is the biggest opportunity. I think it's the same thing to a degree. And I think it's that it's such a small industry. And there's not like a lot of like, yeah, it's just a very small industry. There's not a lot of like professional things happening, at least like to my knowledge. And maybe I'm not like with the in crowd, but it's definitely a scene that is underdeveloped. And I think that is both a challenge and a huge strength, because when something is like underdeveloped, it means there's so much room for it to grow and to expand, and room for you to like be an entrepreneur and start like different academies and you know, groups and things like that. There's so much room for growth, but it's hard to do that growing, you know what I mean? So when it's hard to, you know, it's always hard to like be a trailblazer, if I can say. Like it's always harder to be the first. So I think, but then you're the first, you know what I mean? So it's the same. The challenge is also the opportunity.
That's deep. And I feel that 100%. It's always good to be able to not have like oversaturation, but also it's good to have the basics and the landscape laid out. And you know, I'm doing a series within Diaspora Spotlight that's all about trailblazing young leaders, young inspiring people, and it's called I'm Not the Only One, because like you said, like it's hard to be the first. And so being able to put a light on, or just see where you're not the only one, where you have a community, is something that always helps, and especially for young people, because like everybody actually on this earth is doing things for the first time. Like this is our first time.
Literally, yeah.
Right? Like, this is our first time on this earth at this moment in this time. Yeah. unless you believe otherwise. And so still, like, I think that there is power in community when there is everything to be built. So what have you found, what surprised you, or what's inspired you about the community of people that you've found or that you have in Zimbabwe or worldwide?
Wow. I think as far as like the community is concerned in Zimbabwe, it's definitely one that I'm still learning about and kind of like growing into, and just like building, I guess. So because I wasn't really like within that community, at least for like when I was like growing up and stuff, because I was doing, you know, you're in school, which is a whole other different community that you have. But then when you kind of leave that and move into more like professional spaces or like amateur spaces where people are doing this because it's a hobby and things like that, it's just like a different world. And yeah, so I think I'm still like growing that community, but I think what I've appreciated based on like the friends that I've made since being back home is they're all like creative. Like I met them all doing like a stage show, and like one's a musician, the other's like a content creator doing like journalism, and screenwriters and filmmakers, and just like singers, like just a group of very creative people. And I think what I've appreciated most is the support and the like, I think like we're always there to like cheer each other on in any of our creative endeavors and exploits. And like Anesu, I think, who joined in a little while ago, like, you know, she's here cheering us on, which is so, you know, it's so sweet. And I think that's the most important thing that creative communities do and can do and should do for each other is support other creatives, because it's rough out here, guys.
Rough out here, okay? Because the world is trying to get us to consume in this capitalistic world we're in. And so it's hard to go against that and to actually put things out on top of your own, you know, personal limitations and doubts and perfectionism, all the things. So creating, I think the first act of doing that is really commendable. And shout out all the creatives I see. So you said Nesu is here. Hi, Nesu. We have Nedisi. We have some entrepreneurs. People in the chat, thank you for supporting. We're supporting you too. Make sure you like and follow each of our accounts, Diaspora Spotlight and ASM Movies. We are all about creating community across borders, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I want to do a second round of quickfire. We'll get back to more about community. Yeah? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So what's a genre you're curious about exploring that people may not expect?
Genre of what?
Oh, right. I'm film. Maybe like scripts or writing or things that you're thinking.
In terms of like writing? Okay. Let me think. That people might not expect. Yes, it does take a village to succeed and carry on. I'm just looking at the things in the chat. I think like romance maybe, or like historical fiction. I'm not like listen, I love me like a good love story, but I think that's like not something that I have ever written before, or like it's just never like the main focus of my stories. And I think it's a fun one to, I think it's an especially fun genre to realize, I think, because just like playing with like chemistry and like different like really, I think like human relationships, I think, are just so interesting. And that's part of the reason why I love like acting and like filmmaking, is because you can, you know, you can kind of craft these relationship archetypes that you then see on screen, and then blah, blah, blah. But I think, romance, I think, could be very interesting because of the human relationship dynamic, and I'm not really somebody who indulges in like a lot of romantic stories.
We normally write.
What are normally right?
Yeah.
Comedy or drama.
The
No, classic.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I write a lot of sad stuff.
Oh man, I want to ask, where does that come from? But that's not a quick fire question. Let me do another two.
We'll put a pin in it.
Yes, and to those who are joining, welcome. So, this is Ashley. We're doing quick fire, and the next question is a role you dream of playing. Like, put on your actress hat. What's a role you dream of playing?
Oh my gosh. Let me think.
Yeah.
There's so many.
You said you loved superheroes. Did you wish to be any superhero when you were younger?
Yes, I did. I would love, I think at some point I was trying to think about like superheroes that haven't been like done yet before. And I think an interesting one was Squirrel Girl. That might be a bit of a deep cut.
That's deep. I don't know.
She's like she's like a Marvel superhero who's, I mean, Squirrel Girl is her name. But she's like super powerful and like kind of fun and quirky. And I thought that could be a fun one to play. I would love to be a spider person as well. And I think I would love to be in like a musical, like on stage, like a Broadway musical. And the first one that came to mind was, or the first few that came to mind were Mean Girls or Legally Blonde or Heathers, one of those three.
Wait, you want to be a mean girl in that? Or would you want to be the...
I don't know. I like Janice in the Mean Girls musical. She's pretty cool.
I like that. A musical. I see you in there. I see you. I see that.
I'd love to. Honestly, I'll take anything pretty much.
And wait, you told us your mission, but just one word. What's one word for your artistic mission?
One word for artistic mission. Either highlight or uncover.
I like those.
And I say that because I want to highlight Zimbabwean and African stories specifically, because I don't think there's enough of them out there. So, yeah. Or there are not enough of them being
promoted,
highlighted. Yeah. So that's what I think.
I love that. You came to the right show. We're gonna spotlight it today, okay? Okay,
great.
Put a spotlight on Zimbabwean creators and stories, and also African creators, artists. And I want to know maybe one fact that people don't know about Zimbabwe. Like a fun fact, it could be something that's underrated. Let's share.
Fun fact, underrated. Let me think.
Hello, people joining.
Oh, I don't know. This is a tough one. I guess it just depends on like people's perception of Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
So I don't know what like very common.
Do people know it? Know your country? You feel like when you go to the U.S. and you went to Boston, you're like, I'm from Zimbabwe. Were people like, oh yeah, that place where? Or they were like, oh, okay.
I definitely got a like, oh, cool. I got a lot of that. Yeah, I think maybe something that people don't realize about Zimbabwe is that we're here. And I think there's a lot of really, really talented Zimbabwean artists. I think that is something maybe that's very underrated about Zimbabwe. Like, we've got really talented like sculptors and painters and musicians and filmmakers, and like there's such a wealth of talented creatives in this country, and I think people are sleeping on Zimbos. That's what I think.
Don't sleep. Don't sleep. You said, can I say sleep? People sleep are sleep. Ooh.
Can you say it? I don't know.
People, it's a tongue twister. People are sleeping on. Okay. Yes.
Zimbos.
Don't sleep on Zimbos. All right. We're moving to the last section of the show, and I know.
I've been having so much fun.
I know, right? This is so fun. That's why we need to do a second part.
Yes,
but I know a lot of our watchers might be French speaking, English speaking, all the languages. I don't know if you want to do one question in French. Fun fact.
I haven't spoken French in a really long time.
When we met, it was through French. I was the French language leader at our school, and Ashley was practicing her really, really good French. Like, I've heard other people, other English speakers try and practice their French, and I feel like your pronunciation and all of it is really, really, really on point. So I just want to say shout out for the multilinguals. So let's see. I don't know. It would have to be an easy question. We don't have to do. Well, this is easy. Quel est ton plat préféré? Attends, je t'entends plus. Wait, I can't hear you anymore. Can everybody hear you? Oh, I can't hear you. Is the mic off? Oh, okay. Okay. I thought it was me. I was like, wait a second. Chat, don't leave me alone. Ashley's just switching the mics up.
How about now?
Okay, we're back. We're back.
Okay. I'm sorry, the other one died.
Is that how we say les réalités du direct? You know, this is not edited. This is real, live.
Yeah. Ok. En français maintenant.
Oui.
Mon plat que je préfère, c'est le mac and cheese.
Très bien. Et en plus, est-ce que tu sais qu'en vrai, c'est un plat avec une histoire folle, mais c'est une personne noire américaine qui est venue en France, qui a vu comment ils faisaient leur plat avec beaucoup de fromage, de pâte, et qui l'a ramené aux États-Unis. Donc le mac and cheese a une histoire assez multiculturelle qui inclut la France et l'Amérique.
Et voilà, c'est parfait.
C'est parfait.
Mais je suis lactose intolerant, donc c'est un peu difficile de manger parce que c'est un peu painful.
Mais tu le fais quand même. C'est l'histoire de ma vie. Arrête. Pourquoi? It's good though. C'est très bon le mac and cheese. Et quelle autre question je peux te poser? Peut-être un film que tu recommandes, que tout le monde regarde.
Je pense que le film Jojo Rabbit, c'est... Oh, yes. My French is good.
Your French is really good. Come on now. Put some hearts in the chat. Support her. She's fluent.
Oui, le film Jojo Rabbit, parce que c'est un comédie noire, comme dark comedy, not like...
Oui, pas noir. Okay.
Je sais pas si je peux dire ça, mais oui, c'est... oh my words, okay. Comment dit-on it's about?
Ça parle de...
Oui, ça part de... Good one, Steven. Un petit-fils qui est un membre de l'organisation de Hitler Youth. Oui, so, c'est un peu le scénario, le plot, l'histoire, c'est un peu compliqué pour me expliquer en français parce que c'était un long temps depuis que j'ai parlé. Mais oui, il
You can say it in English.
follows.
Ah oui, ça suit.
Se suivent, oui. Ils se suivent l'histoire de cette fille qui s'appelle Jojo et le brainwashing et le deuxième World War. Yeah. It might be a bit I don't know. It's like a film where like it's a dark comedy.
Yeah,
so
okay.
I just recommend it to everybody because I think it tells a really powerful. C'est une histoire très puissante. Puissante, merci. Très puissante et très drôle à mon avis. Et c'est, oui, je pense que c'est une. Oh, c'est pas sûr also. No.
Oui, t'inquiète.
Oui, c'est un peu. Oui, je pense que c'est juste amazing.
Une super histoire. Donc, on recommande Jojo, t'as dit Jojo?
Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit.
Oui.
Dark comedy. Si
je vais ajouter dans le chat.
Le chat. Vous entendez son français, comment elle fait le re. C'est très, très. OK? On est plus sur le oui, baguette, tu vois. Là, on est à un autre niveau.
Exactement. Je parle français. Un peu.
Un peu beaucoup. C'est super.
Oh, man.
And thank you for sharing that movie. We can switch back to English. Or you
that would be great.
That would be great. Okay.
I mean, listen, I really actually miss speaking French a lot. So next time, maybe we do the full thing in French. I don't know.
Period. No, we wait. All right. If you want it in the chat, say what you want to see in the next video, and you could say French as one of the part 2. This was already really good. But I wanna know. We can go into deep last question. You know, when you think about the themes of the show, which are innovation and community and impact, we talked about, identity. We talked about, breaking into creating your own work and also spotlighting the amazing artists in your community. Where do you see your work or your legacy? If you had a fast forward button, where do you see your legacy sitting within those 3 themes?
Wow. I would love for it to be like around, like within the themes of impact and community, I think, because
wait, the giant saying they want part 2. How do we say that? Part 2, partie 2.
Amazing.
We gotta do it. They asked for
All right, fine. The chat said so.
Yes, we're here.
Yeah. I think because I don't know. I think community is something really important to me, and it's something that I've felt like lacking for a lot of my life. And I always really appreciate it when I get I mean, listen, I love having a sense of community, and I think everybody does. So I think I would like my legacy to be about building a supportive community that impacts people's lives in a good way. And I you know, I really want to not make the world a worse place. At the very least. If I can make it better, slay, but just not making it worse would be great. And I think, you know, delving into more of the deep stuff, I think maybe I would want to have more of an impact on like mental health and, you know, that whole conversation as well, which is not something that I particularly delve into, like at least in my YouTube videos and things like that. But it is something that heavily impacts my work and my creativity and things like that. So
that makes sense. I want to talk more about that. I'm putting it like we're actually having a second episode because there's more. I have more questions and I want to ask more about mental health. And so yeah, we can end on another quick fire, and this won't be the end because there will be a part 2. This is a little spoiler.
yay!
So, you know, it wouldn't be Diaspora Spotlight without a last quick fire question. And we love to do things in threes. I love to do things in threes. So 3 questions. Are you ready?
Comedy comes in threes. Ready.
Period. So, a book that changed your life.
Oh gosh, so many books. But the first one that I want to say is Percy Jackson. That whole series absolutely changed my life.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't even know what to say. It was just such a good story, and I love reading, and it just, I think it just helped me foster my imagination, and I think it's such a good story, and it's hilarious, and yeah, that's a book that changed my life.
Did you watch
that I'm reading?
There's another one. Show us. Also, the art behind it. This is a classic. I love that. Yes. Is it Vermeer? Did I get that right?
I have no idea. My parents bought it.
Okay.
The other artwork.
We have some Percy Jackson connoisseurs.
That's my artwork. That's an Ashley original.
Stop it. Oh my gosh. Wait, can we zoom in? Send us a picture. We want to see more. Beautiful. Ashley original. It'll be
I'll
so
send
like
you a picture later.
Okay.
My dad, let's go, Nico.
So okay, we have Percy Jackson.
Getting distracted.
Yeah. No. This is good. 2 more questions. This one is whatever comes to mind, but I want to know, because I've been asking myself this question: what's something you valued, maybe 5 years ago or 10 years ago? You could do whatever that you don't value anymore.
I didn't hear what you said.
What's something that you valued 5 or 10 years ago that you don't value anymore?
Ooh, okay.
The first thing that comes to mind. Or you want to do the inverse. It could be what's something that like you might have neglected 10 years ago that like is really important to you today. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that question better.
Yeah.
That I neglected. If we go with the 5 years ago, I think. Can I say that I neglected my happiness? Like I failed to realize just like how much. So I think I failed to realize just like how privileged I was in my childhood and like my upbringing, and like just in terms of like I'm like really close. I'm like close with my parents. I'm really close with my sisters and my brother, and like having like a really close like familial relationship, and just like not having a very just like having like a very all things like a very easy, very privileged life. And I think when I got like into, yes, of course, and my and my grandfather in the chat. He's not my real grandfather. That's an inside joke, but yeah.
Say shout out grandfathers. Shout out to my who's following. So shout out grandpa and grandma and the whole family. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. And so I think when I started like really struggling with my mental health like a couple of years ago, whenever it was, I think now more than ever, I just really, whenever I feel happy and content and like I'm doing the right thing, I never take that for granted anymore, because it was something that I had a lot of. And then until I was going through it, I was like, oh, damn. So I think, yeah, it's hard out here. So I think just, something that I neglected to realize how important it was to me was a stable brain. Mental stability, we'll call it that.
Stability, mental health. I think that's gonna have to be a theme for the next episode, because I want to know more tips, and like I feel like everyone should pour into themselves and their mental, spiritual, physical, social, emotional health.
Absolutely.
Well. And yes, everybody put some hearts in the chat. There's more episodes to come. This was the first episode, the first live stream of Diaspora Spotlight with Seynedhee with Ashley Makuwa and some movies. It's
Did you do the third question?
Did I have a third question? I kind of asked my third. Oh, you know what I love to ask that I forgot?
Tell me.
When is what's next? But what's next will also have another video. And the second one is 3 words that you want to leave with the audience.
Oh, okay. 3 words that I want to leave with the audience. Trust yourselves. Those are my 3 words.
I love that. Trust yourselves, and stay tuned for more episodes. Is there someone who wants to do a little cameo? Where's Cinnamon?
We want to do. Okay, let me organize Cinnamon for y'all.
Somebody said it's 2. I wrote yourselves as 1 word. Okay.
Okay. Trust your instincts.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, you're right.
Let me organize the dog.
Yes. And as we get the dog ready, Cinnamon is coming. I want to say thank you all for watching. As we get ready for part 2, don't forget to like, subscribe, watch all the other episodes for Diaspora Spotlight, Inspiring People. We had Cecilia Kwakwa, who was one of our recent guests. We have a video from Dr. Elteri. We have Health is Wealth as a series. We have I'm Not the Only One as a series. And now we're about to end the beautiful episode with Ashley on a little bit of endorsing. I feel like this is going to get us all happy.
Cinnamon, do you want a treat? Oh, hang on.
We gotta reel him in. Wait, I need to know your nickname for him. What's your nickname?
Cinnamon. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Oh my gosh.
There's the 2 of them. Sit. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Oh, wait. Here's a pen.
Cinnamon.
Hi. Oh, Cinnamon just left. Okay. Okay, hi. A little cameo, a little waggy.
High 5. Good boy.
Yes. Good boy.
Whisper.
I've been whispering.
Try again. Whisper. I'm trying to get him to whisper for you guys. He's not focusing.
So cute. Well, maybe next time he'll do a little whisper for us.
Next time he'll have something to say. Oh.
Inside voices. Well, thank you so much. And what do I want to end on? Yeah, show us some love as we, get ready for part 2. Thank you for joining for this first ever live stream episode of Diaspora Spotlight. Until next time, keep creating, keep connecting, keep making impact and innovation in your community. And we love you lots. Keep shining.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Yay, thank you for coming. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Yay.